Yeah, it's Special Talent Week, guys, and you are going straight next to my amplifier to hear this bastard. Haha. I can stand on my head. I'm too scared to stretch my legs. Ah! Do you know, all the time I get grief from people who think what I'm about to do is highly disgusting, and I definitely hold a special skill in being able to consume it. So eggs. I don't see what the problem is. This is how we roll back home. 2 raw eggs in a cup. Oh, a piece of slime. That's the best part of it though, isn't it? Also, I'm sure there's many people who do that with their hands, but I've made it into an art form, I think, because I do it all the time, especially if I'm a bit antsy and nervous, so I tend to do it all the time. But I've been starting to like implement little rhythms and like little breaks and stuff, so I'm like, that's the rave version. So yeah. So someone decided to buy me a flute from Brazil, and I think I've mastered it. But no, seriously, my dad has been drumming since he was 6 years old, and without a doubt, I've met and known a lot of drummers, and he's absolutely awesome. He's 60 now, and he can still play 4-hour sets without a break. As long as he gets regular beer intakes, he's fine, and I'm so proud of him. And when I was a kid, I was always tapping on things and stuff, and he taught me drums first. That was the first instrument I ever learned, and then I did dancing anyway, and I did quite well in my dancing. I did all sorts. I was always really active as a kid. I was always the athletics captains at school, and used to compete for my province in athletics, especially like high jump and long jump and 100 meters and stuff. And so I'd always been really active, and I started dancing when I was about 9. And I sat in one of the tap classes one day, and I asked my dancing teacher if I could join in, so she gave me a pair of tap shoes, and I just took to it. I've never learned something so quickly and picked something up so fast, and I'm sure that rhythm came from my dad. So yeah, I'm not going to tap for you because, as I say, I'm in a flat, full carpeted floors, and I'm not going to piss off the neighbours more. But I'll show you my tap shoes. They're basically solid steel, metal, with taps drilled into the bottom and into the heel as well, and yeah, those are my tap shoes. I haven't worn them for years. I stopped dancing when I was about 16, but tap was the only discipline within dancing that I properly took under my wing, and I absolutely loved it. And me and my dad always meant to do this thing when I was a kid of he would well, we used to speak about it, but we never ended up doing it, and I think if we'd done it, it would have been really cool. He was saying he could drum out a rhythm and I could tap the same rhythm on my feet, and then I would tap out a rhythm and he would copy it on the drums, and we could have like a little show. I've learned a lot from my dad, and I think I've got a lot of inherent music skill from my dad as well. But yeah. So here goes. I'm only going to do this once because I live in a flat and there's people above me, below me, next to me, everywhere. So yeah. I'll go as loud as I can. So yeah, that's probably the loudest I can go. So despite what some people thought I was smoking in my last video, I do only smoke tobacco. Tobacco. Bloody hell, tobacco. See? Tobacco. And I roll my own cigarettes, which is a skill in itself. Come on, bloody hell. Ta-da! Right, so I painted this painting, which is a copy of an album that came out from a band in around 2005. And the first person who comments on this video to tell me which band had an album that looked like this, I will give you a shout out next week. All right?